Let's talk about quarterbacks. Let's get into the quarterback position in the NFL, which, of course, everybody know is the most important position in the NFL, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name basically all of the quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now, and we're going to pretty much break them up into tiers. And so the different tiers that I have on here is elite. Elite is the number one. That's basically the Patrick Mahomes tier. We've got decent, we've got mid, and we've got Huff. So that's how we're gonna go over all these guys and pretty much where we think we're gonna place them at. So as I am trying to bring this list up right here, let's just start with obviously Patrick Mahomes. Let's obviously start with Pat. Pat is definitely number one. Does anybody agree with him being in the elite segment here?
I think that goes without saying. Yeah, you might as well name that motherfucker the Patrick Mahomes tier. Like
yeah, exactly. The Patrick Mahomes era is what we gonna call that shit, man. So, all right. So basically, the first quarterback we got off here, something that I've been criticized for is my criticism of this man right here, Mr. Lamar Jackson. Where do you put Lamar Jackson in your QB tier?
He's elite. I think anytime you change the game in the way that Lamar does, I got to put you in the elite category. There are not too many people behind center that can do what he does on a consistent basis. And I know that people have talked about the injuries over the last 2 years, but last year that was a business decision. So I don't count that at all as him not being able to play. He was like, I'm not about to risk myself when you guys won't give me my guaranteed bread. So Lamar's elite 100%.
I agree with that. I can't dispute that. He's one of the few dual threat quarterbacks that I can absolutely say, yeah, he's elite.
So now, what's the tiers again?
So the tiers right now is elite. There's decent, and what I mean by decent is different levels of Chicago decent, but like the highest decent before we get to great decent. That's what I mean
hella
by
decent.
Hella decent, right? Hella decent, hella decent, mid, and then Huff. So where would you put Lamar Jackson?
This year, he hella decent. He can get back into that elite status, but nah, he hella decent for me right now.
Okay.
No, I agree. Yeah, hella decent. Just off the strength that we ain't seen him basically in a season, a little bit more than half a season.
I'm putting him in hella decent too, because like I've always said on anything barbershop, beside the fact that it's been chopped up and presented as something that I do not say, I think he's in hella decent. I think that I want to see more from the throwing. Now, it has not all 100% been Lamar's problem, obviously. He's had some of the worst offensive coordinators that I can remember out there. Greg Roman was god-awful, and they didn't have any fucking wide receivers. Like, if you got Rancho Cucamonga Brown is your best option at wide receiver. Like, you shouldn't be like, it's hard to grade somebody. Like, he doesn't deserve to have the name Hollywood Brown. Even though I know he's talking about Hollywood, Florida, I don't give a damn. Like, he has not earned that name.
You couldn't name this nigga Tallahassee or some shit.
No, Rancho Cucamonga Brown. He's right over there, right next to the Lakers training facility. That's where he is at.
Opalaka Brown or some shit.
Or St. Lucie Brown.
Right. No, man, that's disrespectful to people who actually like live over there, man. Like, when have you ever seen Rancho Cucamonga outside of next Friday? Like, never. Like, so that's why I'm putting him on this. I got him in hella decent. So, anyway, let's go on to Joshua Allen. I was not a fan of this guy when he first came into the league.
I have thoughts.
Okay, go ahead. What's your thoughts on Mr. Allen?
Okay, now, full disclosure, fantastic fantasy quarterback, okay? I will give him, he's done the best with what he has. That being said, when are we going to have a discussion? Back-to-back losses to Kansas City, lost to was it Cincinnati last year? When are we going to have the smoke for Buffalo? We hype them up every single year. We talk them up every single year. And yet they consistently underperform, losing in the divisional round. When are we going to have that discussion about that organization and maybe about Joshua Allen?
I've been waiting for it.
I mean, am I off base here?
No,
No,
you're not
No,
off base.
not
You're
at all. He's getting a free pass for all of his bullshit for being a taller Jay Cutler. That's just what it is. He's just a taller. He's just a taller Jay Cutler. He's the Alex Caruso, 6'8" Jay Cutler. That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? Because he be out there tweaking. Stephon Diggs wants to smack his ass at least 5 times during the game.
And I understand.
You know, and it's I think a lot of people are cutting Josh Allen some slack because he took such a large step, you know, like after, you know, year 2. Because I don't know if y'all remember that rookie year in against the Texans, he had some of the most outrageously stupid fucking decisions ever where he tried to flip it, the forward pass, like his IQ is crazy. That might be another crack baby, or you know, I mean, what's big in the white community? Methamphetamine or something, you know, that might be a meth baby. But I agree. He's in the hella decent just because of the stats he puts up, I would say. But he got some pressure on him this season for sure.
For sure. He's got to have the most, in my opinion, he's got to be under the most pressure because every single other team around you in your division has gotten better. And yet, I mean, respectfully, no offense, Gabe Davis, he's still up there, you know, like their running back court. I'm just saying, I feel like they're missing a lot of pieces, and maybe that's also a problem that they would need to address moving forward. You can't have your only offensive weapon really being just Stephon Diggs, but like, also, your best offensive weapon is Stephon Diggs. Like, you got to do something. It's been 3-4 years of the Bills they're Super Bowl contenders, but like can't get out of their division. It's trash.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I definitely think right now it should have get off the pot for Josh Allen and the entire Buffalo Bills team. I'm just gonna sound like I'm a cape for him right now, but I'm keeping Josh Allen in elite. I still think he's an elite quarterback. He's a gunslinger. Kind of like what Mikey said, he is Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler gave a fuck because the biggest issue, one thing I loved about Jay is how he shook off the interceptions. Like, okay, I'm still gonna throw that bitch down there, which is the confidence was good, and that's what you want to see that they don't let the interception get to them, which is probably one of the few good things I can say about Jay Cutler. But I think that, you know, you brought up Gabe Davis, Courtney, like he's going to get that motherfucker killed. Like he be throwing him like in the middle of traffic way too many damn times. And this is something where the Bills, this is a make or break, but also they lost a lot of pieces. Like obviously they lost, you know, Tremaine Edmonds, you know, and the Bears got him. And that's something that is going to be, you know, it's definitely going to be felt in their secondary. I mean, not secondary, but in their linebacking core. But just for him personally, he's got to get better at it because even though, they lost to Cincinnati, they barely beat Miami with the second or third string quarterback, man. So they definitely has a lot to be desired.
Dude named Skyler, that's crazy.
He hella decent.
Yeah, he hella decent. I think for y'all to say that he's elite and Lamar Jackson is hella decent, it's kind of wild. This is me personally.
Yeah, he hella decent. To me.
He's hella decent. And last but not least, fuck Jay Cutler. I get so tired of anytime we talk about quarterbacks, Jay Cutler being mentioned in any capacity. I get it. You know, he's the best quarterback in Bears history, but the bar is below hell when it comes to that franchise of quarterbacks. So
me and Jay Cutler have had beef since my senior prom in Las Vegas when I saw him when I was out with my prom group, okay, with his then wife, okay. I went up to that man. I was the only person in my group that recognized him. I waited. I'm a polite girl. I waited until they were done with dinner. He was getting on the elevator about to head down. I saw my chance. I went up to the elevator and I asked this man for an autograph. And you know what he said? He said, "What school did I go to?" Starts quizzing me, okay? And you can't play. I knew who he was.
I'm like, who the fuck are you?
18-year-old. Exactly. Why else would I know who you are, Jay Cutler? Anyway, he ran me through the gambit of questions and then still didn't give me an autograph or a picture, which is well within his right, okay? But there was a local magazine in Vegas that let you know about all the celebrity appearances around town. And there was a little blurb in there about how he signed autographs and took pictures with a group of kids that were in Vegas for prom. I was so mad. No, he did not. Anyway, fuck Jay Cutler forever.
I know, Courtney, you got to get up out of here. You're about to enjoy your Labor Day weekend. So, is there anything you want to tell the people before you get up out of here?
Nah, I mean, Josh Allen, it's all on you now. The ball's in your court. But if you're listening to this,
quick. Who's your quick Super Bowl pick? Quick Super Bowl pick.
Super Bowl picks. Honestly, I really like an NFC East, AFC East. It's a little ambitious. I'm going Eagles Jets.
Eagles Jets. That means it would be Rodgers versus Hurts.
Aggressive amount of green.
Aggressive. Well, Courtney, we will holler at you next Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll have you back next week. So,
all right, sounds good.
As Courtney is exiting, we are going to get into the next quarterback in this tier list. And in the words of a certain Cook County inmate, we got room keys because we talking about Mr. D. Kelly himself. Deshaun Watson.
Hella mid, niggas. Hella mid, Jack. Unless he got an upgrade, fam. He hella mid right now. Sorry about that. Got a call right there.
This is live filming, people.
Yeah, but hella mid, fam. And I thought I put that on what's name? Hella mid, G. I'm talking about hella mid. And look, I get it. Dude ain't played in like a year and a half, 2 years. But still, you still got to classify dude as hella mid simply because of last season. He can grow, but right now, he looked like he gonna have to retire in a couple of years and just, get the little massages and stuff that he was getting from the little shorties, allegedly, reportedly.
I say man, I got him in the mid category until he redeems himself. We know the talent is there. Until you see it on the field, that's what you got to judge it off of. So I'm gonna go mid right now.
He's in the decent category for me. Just because I'm gonna cut him some slack just because of taking the year off. I get it. It's hard. I mean, if we were to take a year off at anything, I'm sure it'd be difficult, let alone playing the quarterback position with a new team and a whole new environment, new wide receivers, new weapons, new all of that. So he's still decent, but a lot of people forget that boy was in the elite category.
Yeah, he was
prior to all this. So if he can regain form and build that connection with Amari Cooper, lean on Nick Chubb, you know what I'm saying? Like Nick Chubb don't got a contract, so you know what that means this year. 800 carries, they're about to run his ass to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So if you draft him for fantasy this weekend, y'all, take Nick Chubb because he will be a workhorse. But I think 100% he's in the decent category with the opportunity to rise up very quickly before the end of the year back into elite if he could show that pre nasty boy form.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hella decent. This one I'm gonna go hella decent just really for the reasons that Mikey just named. Like he has the arm talent. I think it's just really just more about the rust for him because he hasn't played in so long. Like, and if we take away him just being a freak bull, he's actually a really damn good quarterback.
Freaky Sean.
Freaky Sean. And we just take away him just being a freak bull. He's a really good quarterback. And like I think when you looked at his contract, something that I ran it on last season was because of the stuff that comes with it. But we just talk on a football perspective, he probably deserved that money. And I think this is something where I don't know how good the Browns team is going to be, but for Freaky Sean in general, I think he's in the hella decent territory.
If Freaky Sean, I called him hella mid really based off of last season. But if Freaky Sean gets back to his old status, they win in that division because Cincinnati can't beat them. Like Cincinnati can't beat them. Look at Cincinnati's record against the Browns. It's huff. And I think they could beat the Ravens. And, the Pittsburgh Steelers is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe that if Freaky Sean gets back to old Freaky Sean ways, they win in that division.
Interesting.
That's the most interesting division to me in the NFL. Honestly, I mean, a lot of people gonna say that AFC East, but that's the most interesting division to me right there.
It's the North.
Let's go on to. I feel like this next one, man. This dude, Mr. Unlimited, Mr. Corny himself, Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson. I just want to say
that motherfucker huff. He's huff.
I just want to say this on this podcast right here. We might make a clip out of this shit. The motherfucker's corny, and that's fine. Like we stop making corny to be out like it's this bad thing. There's bad corny and there's good corny. Russ is good corny. You know, just because we call him corny don't mean he's not a good man. Doesn't mean he's not a great father. All the other shit. Be corny. Like the nigga put what the Danger Witch. You know how quick Subway took that shit off the fucking menu because them commercials were so damn cringeworthy. Like it's not a bad.
It's no longer on the run. It's no longer there.
That shit was gone like in 2 weeks, bro. Like it was gone super quick. We had Oktoberfest from Samuel Adams longer than we had the Danger Witch last year. It's gone. So it's like when we say things about Russ, he's not a bad guy. Like Steph Curry's corny, but he's corny for him. Like it's different kind of cornies, man. But as far as on the football side, man, he went from being in hella decent to I think he's mid teetering on Huff. He's mid teetering on Huff. If Sean Payton cannot save this man, it is a wrap. He might be the only quarterback in history who had a Hall of Fame trajectory. And that motherfucker's probably playing himself out the Hall of Fame right now. He's mid teetering on Huff.
No, I mean he's still gonna make the Hall of Fame. He just won't be. He'll be a couple ballots in if he keep playing like shit like this. But I agree 100%. He's teetering on Huff category. But some of the shit you saw last year was some of the worst quarterbacking we've seen from Russ ever. Like it's bad, bro. When the fans are counting down the play clock for y'all because y'all can't get plays off. And that happened multiple times in Denver last season. So I think Sean Payton is one of the most overrated coaches in the history of NFL. But I do think, he has a knack for offense. So I think if anybody can redeem
I'm glad
him,
you said that.
I get so like when he was talking about Nathaniel Hackett like that, I was like, bro, like I don't really understand who you think you are.
And
like,
if you watch Hard Knocks, Nathaniel Hackett like he a cool nigga, man. Like why are we sending shots at this dude?
Outside of that Katrina World Series, not World Series, Super Bowl, like
Katrina Super Bowl.
We're not really checking for bro like that. But but if there's anybody who could, design an offense around Russell Wilson's strengths, it is Sean Payton. So, I expect to see a lot of them in, the quick passes and, the pass to the running back. He's not going to take too many deep shots down the field, even though Russ, when he was in his prime, when he was in Seattle, one of the things he was known for was that touch on the deep ball, the 20, 30-yard bad, dropping it in the bucket.
That moon ball, yeah. That shit would go all the way up. But
them shits is ducks now. So it's gonna take a lot. They said he played through injury, through a rotator. I think it was a labrum or a rotator cuff, something like that. So we're gonna see. But right now you got to put him squarely in that mid conversation. And if he has another year like that, he's Huff.
I got him in the Huff. Listen, everybody sees Tom Brady. They saw Peyton Manning. They saw people in that back end of their 30s. You know what I'm saying? Being successful. Russ is in the middle. He's, what he say, 33, 34. This shit started all to go downhill when he was talking about, I'm going to play till I'm 40, until I'm 40 something. First off, you're not built like that. You're a smaller tier quarterback. You get hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you like to sometimes you have more legs than a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning does. So you make yourself a little bit more vulnerable. All of this shit started to go downhill once he started, we started to see, he started to peel back the layers on how corny and how full of himself he really is. But I got him in the Huff category. The shit we saw last year was downright
it was
shocking.
atrocious.
It was atrocious. It was probably one of the most shocking things to come of the season. How bad he looked. I mean, Jerry Jeudy is hurt again. It's another day that ends in Y. Jerry Judy's hurt. I mean, Javonte Williams is hurt. You're installing a new system. You got a new quarterback. Sean Payton's coming in on that authoritative, mindset. And we don't know how they're going to react to that. I don't know if he likes to be coached like that. If we go back in the history of everything that has come out from all of those Seattle Seahawks greats, they said he was pussy. They said that he, that Pete Carroll would have to tell them lighten up on him. So, clearly Sean Payton's coaching style and how he's handling that room is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be conducive to a good functioning relationship. And that's just not even mentioning his play, it's just everything from decision-making to his arm strength. Everything seems to have gone down.
Hey, real quick, man, that's black folks' fault. Russell Wilson is black folks' fault. When Russell Wilson was with the white woman, all right, when he was with the white woman, he was lame and all that stuff. He divorces or breaks up with the white woman. He gets a bad black woman in Sierra. She starts filling his head up with all of that. Then all of a sudden we start messing with Russ because Russ dumped the white woman to not only get a black woman to get Sierra. And then, he let Russ cook and all of that. She want to be in different places. She don't want to be in Seattle. So he like, yeah. It's black folks' fault, man, because we big that man head up. His ass end up going to Denver. And Pete Carroll was probably like, look, I was trying to tell these folks that he ain't as good as y'all thought he was. We was masking a lot of that stuff because Geno Smith gets into the same damn offense. And not only was he cooking, people are talking about that he's an MVP candidate for this year. So I'm going to put him in not only the hella huff category. I am so thankful that the Chicago Bears was not able to trade for that man because golly.
Oh man, we're gonna do speed round with somebody with us quarterbacks. It's Labor Day weekend, man. People got plans. Not me. I have nothing to do. But Mikey has some shit to do. But we're just gonna go speed round, man. Of course, Joe Burrow. I think we can all agree. Joe Burrow's
elite.
He's elite. There's only two elite quarterbacks to me: Mahomes and Burrow.
Mahomes, bro. I'll fuck a nigga up behind Joe Burrow. Now, rookie quarterbacks, let's just really put what we think they're gonna be. So CJ Stroud.
I believe CJ Stroud is gonna be hella decent.
Yeah, he's gonna be hella decent.
This season?
Oh no, eventually, but this year he's gonna be
this season.
Oh, this year he's gonna be hella mid.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be mid this season. Mid for a rookie is cool though. We okay with that.
Especially with the Texans.
Yeah. Right. He gonna be mid.
I think he's gonna be Huff. I don't know one Texan wide receiver.
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins. Tank Dell. All Huff though, but yeah.
I was gonna do the Snoop. Who? I don't know who these guys are. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna put him in the Huff for this year. And Anthony Richardson. I just want to say this. Not only do I think he's gonna be Huff this year, I think this nigga's just gonna be Huff. Like I'm sorry. That's just where I'm at with Anthony Richardson.
I think he's going to be high mid though. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, fam. I think he's gonna be decent. I think he has the right coaching staff with him to make him hella mid. And I think as long as he's around this coaching staff who had Jalen Hurts, I think he's gonna be okay. I think coaching is gonna big him up.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be mid. He's gonna be mid, but like the good mid that old head spoke, not like this
reefer.
Yeah, he's reefer. He's reefer. He's gonna be okay. But I think he'll stink it up this year, especially without having Jonathan Taylor. I think it's gonna hurt a lot. And taking an all-pro running back away from a rookie, giving him that safety net. But I think overall his work ethic and like with all the tools he has, because I mean, like you said, we've seen some of this shit. He's no Jamarcus Russell. He's in shape. He's in the gym. He's actually putting in work. Him being named the captain by the coaching staff says a lot to me in his rookie season.
And he rapping.
Yeah, and he rapping.
He already decent off that.
As long as he don't pull a Miles Bridges, we good. Like, as long as he don't do that, we are all right. So I think he's gonna end up being a quality mid,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I think he's gonna be decent this year. Because all things considering, who he got around him and the lack of, talent, they're taking away from Jonathan Taylor, but they still believe in him. But I think he has the potential to be gas down the road, honestly. I think his makeup, his character, the intangibles, his size, and for all the same reasons that everybody is on Josh Allen, you looking at the black Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? Makeup, build, arm talent, speed, strength. I just think what Florida had, he was kind of Huff in Florida, but you see the potential there. I think he's got the potential to be probably one of the second best one in this class.
You guys got high hopes for him, man. We'll see how that happens. Next one's porn star Jimmy. Jimmy Garoppolo is mid.
Huff. He's gonna be Huff this year. He's not gonna finish the season as the starter, Jack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I predict that he's going to be the first starter pulled this season.
Okay.
That's a nice.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah.
So everybody on mid Huff, who we got?
Yeah, he's Huff. He's Huff.
Okay.
No parts of that.
One of the most debated quarterbacks on Twitter, Justin Herbert.
He's
I think
decent.
Justin Herbert hella decent, G.
Hella decent. Hella
He's
decent. He hella decent, but he got to show it too. Hella decent.
His coach is an idiot, but I think he's hella decent.
Hella
his
decent.
coach, his coach a dickhead. Yeah.
Take
the 3. Take the fucking field goal. They take the field goal. If they took the field goal just twice last year, just twice out of the 7 times that he chose not to, the motherfuckers winning the division.